What madness is this?
Man, I just threw my gum in the trash and it bounced off of a fucking 2-liter bottle. Now who knows where it's at in the carpet. Ugh. Alright, whatever. I'll find that later. Anyways. I want to say this, just right off the bat. This isn't a warm-up bit or anything like that. This is just me saying something out loud so everybody knows it from here on out. This right here, this solo leveling 8. This is like the best anything comic book wise I've ever read in my life. I've read a lot of comic books. I've read a lot of really good comic books. This one book, solo leveling number 8. This is the best fucking book I've ever read. Amazing, cover to cover. There's so many really awesome things that happen in it. I mean, you gotta read the rest of them leading up to it to really get the full oomph. But, man, that whole book, all the way, every page, is amazing shit happening in it. Anyways, so, alright. We are not here to talk about solo leveling. We are not even here to talk about my gum. We are here to talk about Sydney Sweeney. We are going deep on Sydney Sweeney. We have dug into her private life, into her separate little private parts of her that make up the whole. No pun intended until I realized it was there. Now it's intended. So, we're going deep on Sydney Sweeney. And what are we going to find out when we get into the lower layers? We find out that Sydney Sweeney is not only not a natural blonde, which is fucking crazy enough, because she is the blonde-haired, blue-eyed spokesperson for good genes. Be they worn or bred. So there's that, which is just kind of a funny part of the whole thing, I think personally. Nevertheless, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, beautiful, buxom, busty, bombastic booty, big old butt. She's got it all, right? Not only does she have it all in the looks department, but apparently, don't underestimate her. She's not really a blonde. She's got a brain. Apparently, she lives in Florida, which, I gotta say, I guess there's no state tax there, so, like, that's smart. You know, maybe I'll move to Florida someday. In another 20 years or so. When I'm in my 60s, say, fuck it, move to Florida. Who knows? Right? And not only is she smart enough to live in the great state of Florida, but she is also registered Republican. Which means she's not retarded. She could be, oh my God, am I simping? She could be the only not retarded woman in the world. And she's got great genes. So of course, this just goes to prove that the entirety of it all is a plot to eliminate the Jews and black people. Because obviously, right? Obviously, that's what we're doing. You know, when they sent me the Kill All the Jews monthly newsletter that I get for being a white man in America, they said that they were going to do this whole thing, and I didn't buy it. But they did it. It's crazy. And so now, eugenics. And, you know, that's great. I love that you know, circular that you get. It comes in the newspaper. You know, they know who gets it and who's not allowed. But yeah, it's so much better than I hate Black People Weekly. There's nothing really good in there. It's a Democrat-run one. You know what I mean? It just goes out to the white people, right? The Democrats run that one though, and you know they just have nothing but ads for working at Planned Parenthood because, you know, isn't it great to get paid to do what you love? And but yeah, you know, Sydney Sweeney, she's got great looks and brains too. How can the rest of you ladies possibly compete? So of course, the left, which is like, you know, that scum layer of shit on the bottom of the barrel, they're like looking at her like, oh my god, she's a golden goddess. How can I possibly compete? I'm gonna have to go and wolf down an entire Dairy Queen ice cream cake now. What do I do with myself? I don't know. You know, Dairy Queen is open right now. It's 7 o'clock. Dairy Queen's still open. Get yourself a nice sad cake. Have them put a sad face on it. Have them put Sydney Sweeney with a genetic helix. Just eat that bitch. Just eat away the pain. I don't know what else to tell you. I guess that's what you do. I don't know. I don't know. I just think the whole thing, like, this, what am I even making here as a video? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to stretch it out, coming up with all sorts of crazy, nonsensical fucking horse shit, just to get a laugh, because I'm like, what? Wow, this is the big news. This is the big news, folks. Sydney Sweeney's a fucking Republican. I bet she voted for Trump. She moved. This is a fact that I know. She moved to Florida in 2024. I wonder if she voted for Trump. Like, oh my god, she's the fucking Antichrist. That is the form in which he takes Sydney Sweeney. And she's just gonna throw us all into lust for those titties. And she's gonna kill off everybody that's not perfect and pure, just like her. I don't know, dude. Like, you know that I love absurd humor. And I don't know, it doesn't get more absurd than that. But, like, honestly, really, when it comes down to it, the fact that the news of the day is Sydney Sweeney's a Republican. Oh, shit. You know what that means? Everybody's going in chains tomorrow. What? Is that seriously, like, the breaking of the seventh seal? We on to horns next? We really that far into the apocalypse? Sydney Sweeney's a fucking Republican? You know what that means? Don't you? That means that other fucking actors might get uppity and become fucking Republicans too. What happens if Chris Evans starts talking about the first time he did it with a woman again is for a Republican. Oh, fucking no! What if Robert Downey Jr. decides that he wants to be a Republican? It could break the fucking world. You guys always have the Hulk, though, and that's nothing to fucking shit on. You'll have the Hulk, because that guy Mark Ruffalo is so retarded. He's a million Sydney Sweeneys couldn't fucking make that homo fucking Republican. I'll say it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But like, what happens if other pretty girls become Republicans now? You know, that means that we'll just lose more men. Oh no! But we got the big fat lady to tell us how to talk to men. Because we all know that men love fat bitches. Apparently that was a lie. Because we're all into Sydney Sweeney's titties. And now that she's a Republican, she's somebody that we can actually like. She's got big titties and loves to show them off. It's like the clouds. It's been dark for so long, and now they're opening up, and a big boobies dropping. And a big boobies dropping down on top of us, and we're all going, oh no, no. And people think I'm drunk when I come up with this shit. Nah, this is me sober. That's the sad part. It's crazy. It brings me back to the, was that fucking Miller? What beer was that jumped on the We're Retarded 2 bandwagon? And they had that chick, and she was like, send us your crap, and we'll turn it into compost, and we'll grow hops that we'll brew your beer with. And I think it was like Miller. And the idea of it was you send in the fucking bikini girl posters that you have, and they'll send you like a coupon for a 6-pack or some shit like that. And we take it and we grind it up into mulch, and that's what we grow your hops in. And I'm like, you know, those posters are treated with all sorts of shit. Like, this is obviously something a woman came up with. I'm sure they were smart enough to strip off all the horrible fucking chemicals that they use on those posters before they decided to grow plants with it. But I don't know. It's a good thing I don't drink. Anyways.
Oh. What kind of a black woman is she?
I don't know if that made it across. I don't know if you guys heard that, but if you did, I'm leaving it in because that's fucking hysterical. Ugh, anyways. So, yeah, Sydney Sweeney's a Republican. And amazingly enough, nothing fucking happened. Except I decided to make a stupid fucking video about it. Hey, I don't fucking know. I don't know. There you go. That's the video. Have a good day.